Okay. Really, what are you doing? What are you doing, Baba? So I'm gonna go knees. I'm gonna go down here. Okay, you're off down there. Right, let's get this stream started. Hello and welcome back to another live stream. Today doing Stardew Valley because I'm tired and can't be asked to do anything else really. Ooh, funny. I forgot to unmute the game. For some reason Steam does not like it when I tab out or use the start thing to bring up the menu so I can switch out, but yep. Let's get these babies watered. And I really had to jump off at the precise moment when I was doing that and move my mouse. I'm gonna go down into the mines to do some fiber farming because I'm still not completely insane, and I want to lose the rest of my sanity to the thing of the mine shaft. And this time I actually remembered that I had the mine carts open. Pretty good that amount of that fiber actually dropped rather than just disappearing into the void. Oh. Let's safe this all up. Nice, must be getting decent look today. I don't know if look at the in-game look does affect. I don't know if the in-game look does or does not affect the quantity of fiber that spawns, or how much of that drops. But there's always a possibility. So, something I would do when playing Colony Survival, if I was just like waiting for stuff to do, I'd talk about like stuff I've been watching recently, and what I've been watching recently is How to Train Your Dragon stuff. So I started with the first two movies, and then I started with the first movie, then I watched the first animated series. And then I watched the second movie, and then the second animated series, assuming that the second animated series would take place after the second movie, but the second animated series took place before the second movie, and I don't know if it was like made and animated before the second movie, but it does have a reference to the main villain of the second movie, so it could have been made and animated before the second movie, but I don't know how they got through two shows before they made a second movie. Let me just make absolutely sure I did unmute myself, because it wouldn't be the first time I forgot to unmute myself. I have not forgotten to unmute myself again. Good. And that's not working. That's good. Anyway, and I've almost finished the second anime series, Race to the Edge. I've just got the last season to watch now. And yeah, I like both series. I I did watch the first animated TV series when it aired, well, some of it when it aired on the Cartoon Network. But I wasn't like an avid viewer of it. I watched it if it was on, but I didn't like watch every episode of every season. And yeah, it was actually quite good, and I really enjoyed it. But admittedly, Race to the Edge is better. Now, the first one is still probably going to be my personal favourite, just because, well, actually I think there's 3, I can't remember, there's at least 2, there could be 3, the other thing, there's like, oh yeah, when, like, Defenders of Berk, then Race to the Edge, or something like that. I'm bad with remembering names off the top of my head, but yeah, there was 3 series, and the first 2 are basically the same. Essentially. That's why I thought there was only 2. Yeah, Race to the Edge. It just had like more character progression and more progression of like character relationships, like Hickstrid. Like Hickstrid, the moments on the show just melt my cold dead heart, because it is just nice just seeing those 2. Like, it's not all perfect. Like in one episode, Hiccup gives Astrid this betrothal pendant thing that his father gave his mother, and then gave to him to give to her. And then when she found out that, spoilers here, Dagger and the Queen of the Defenders of the Wing, I forget her name, were together and getting married, and she saw them all like lovey-dovey and everything. She started wearing it, and then when Hiccup didn't notice, she got all mopey and stuff, and it's like, well, she did put it on just as like they were, like she was like, oh, do you notice anything different while they're in the middle of a mission? And it's just kind of like, couldn't that have waited till you got back to the edge? Like, do you really need him to notice every little thing you do the moment you do it? Also, isn't the other day I just hear a Discord thing? I'm getting it demolished. Right. I'm just near... No, I don't have a notification on my phone. Hold on. Let me check Discord real quick, because I just want... No. I thought I heard the Discord notification sound before, like, maybe one of my friends was trying to get in contact with me, but no. Doing fairly good on the fibre, and too bad I took a fair few hits the last floor. So my health is a bit low. Okay, now really low. Eat the field snack to heal up a little bit. Gonna have to be real careful. So yeah, my only real, and like everybody seems to like progress as a character in mostly in Race to the Edge. In the other 2, they didn't really do much, if any, character progression. It was mostly just like telling entertaining stories. But the only character that I would say is bad is Snotlaught, because while he does sometimes get to be a sympathetic character, like when he was afraid of like losing and disappointing his dad, like he got a bit of humanization there. In a like can't remember what they called it, but it was like yeah, it's like a competition thing where basically they did like multiple different competitions, and it was like between Hiccup and the Snotlaught. And Hiccup let Snotlaught win because he was afraid to disappoint his dad. But let me think off the top of my head. He does have a couple of sympathetic moments. It's like, but in like 90% of the episodes, he doesn't really seem to learn at all from like previous episodes. So it kind of makes him feel very one note and just just boneheaded and annoying. I think they should have had. I think he should have been the one that changed the most out of all of them during the series, because he had the most room to grow out of all the riders, but they just didn't really let his character grow all that much. They just keep him mostly the same, and he can be very. His assholishness to the other riders can go above and beyond. Because when it was like the twins' birthday, he refused to like help at all with setting up the birthday, and it's like, what an asshole! It's his best, like two of his best friends' birthdays, like two of the only people in the world that tolerate him, and he just blows them off. And it's like stuff like that is like, it's just, yeah, annoying because he could have grown so much, but they just kept him very stagnant as a character. Like Vigo, I think his name was a brilliant like tactical genius, and a great like opponent for Hiccup. He felt like a real threat. Dagger is probably one of my favourite characters from the shows. Like how his character progresses and everything. Not anymore wood. So yeah, just gotta watch the oh, and also Trader Johann's also spoiler here, Trader Johann's betrayal. That was a big surprise. Like I did not see that coming at all, and it somewhat makes sense. Like it just barely works in my opinion. Like basically with a twist villain, it is very difficult to do right, and they're very easy to fuck up, basically. And basically, the right way to do a twist villain is you need to hint at it throughout the series, throughout the entire series, and when, you know, the twist finally comes, everybody was like, oh my god, I did not see that coming. But it makes sense, because when you look back at it, you'll see how they manipulated everything. Like in my opinion, one of the best twist villains is Palpatine from the prequel trilogy. Even though he debatably isn't a twist villain, because if you've seen the original trilogy, you already knew that Palpatine was the villain, but he was very, you know, he had moments where you could tell that he was, not who he was, but he didn't give it all away. Like, and that's really difficult to like balance, making it like so you can go back and see how they've like manipulated everything, but without making it so obvious that everybody knows that they're the twist villain before they give it away. Like an example of a bad twist villain is from the Frozen villain. You know, the Frozen twist villain. I can't even remember his name, but he's an example of a bad twist villain because at the beginning, before he becomes evil, he literally does and says nothing evil. Like he gives you literally zero reason to think that he's evil, and it really that's you know, a bad twist villain, because it's like, well, there's literally no way anybody could have known that he's a twist villain, and you don't really get any. And it doesn't really improve the viewing experience like watching it, because it's just like there's nowhere where he actually behaves like somewhat devious, at least, or deceitful. Will you play Legends Arceus sometimes? One I didn't expect was that lamb from Vice President Bellwether. Yeah, again, that's another example of a twist villain that is bad, because it's just like, yeah, obviously you're not gonna see it, because they don't really give much, if any, like foreshadowing that they're actually evil. I think like the only time you see her do anything slightly shifty is when like Nick and Judy went to her for help, and she acted a bit shifty, and that's it. And it's like, will I play Legends Arceus? The problem, I have played Legends Arceus on this channel, but not as its own individual thing. It was like just before I was playing it while I was waiting for Nintendo Direct. But the problem with Legends Arceus is that it's such a big and long game that there's lots of time where you are having fun, but it's not necessarily going to be fun to watch, and that's the problem with Legends Arceus. It's fun to play, but a lot of it's not going to be fun to watch. Like if you watch like anybody's like videos on YouTube of Legends Arceus, you will, and I compare it to the live streams, you will see that it is heavily edited down, because of like how much of Legends Arceus is very just like not really entertaining to watch. But yeah, anyway, back onto the subject of twist villains. Bellwether, yeah, she's about twist villain, because like I said, not much setting up, and Disney doesn't really do twist villains well, because they don't really foreshadow it at all. Like, the closest thing to a twist villain that is actually good that Disney has ever done is kind of Frodo, I guess, because it's just like, while it's obvious to the viewers that he's, you know, not a good guy, and he, you know, like, and he like sort of like spirals into insanity, kind of is like a twist villain for what's his name? The name of the Hunchback. Quasimodo. He is kind of a twist villain for Quasimodo, and also to some extent Phoebus, because they both think he's a good guy at the beginning, but then they see how fucking insane he is by the end of it when he burns down half of Paris. And that's the only villain I could say that Disney has ever had that's come close to being a twist villain and good at the same time. Like, sure, there are villains that are more of a twist villain, and there are... I don't know. I think Frollo is probably one of the best, if not the best, Disney villains of all time, but that's just my personal opinion. But it's just like Disney just does not do good twist villains because they just don't let them be like they don't give any foreshadowing to it, and that's the most fun thing with twist villains. It's going back and seeing how what they've done foreshadows them being a villain. Have you heard of what? Brightburn. It's a horror movie about a boy who was born a superhero but chooses to be evil. I'm not really a fan of like horror movies and stuff like that. Oh. If I see a hazelnut, I'll pick it up and donate it. Well, something that I find weird is that with like horror games, like, I watched a lot of Markiplier stuff, and like some of Markiplier's like free scary games, and a few of them, and it's like a lot of them really rely on like the build up, and like the build up just does not get me at all. It just bores me most of the time, and then like when the payoff is usually just like a jump scare, it's just like, eh. Oh, nice. Now I just need Brewer's Bundle for that. Full foraging. Just need a hazelnut for the full foraging. But a movie that I think did like the hero, someone who like got that kind of like hero becoming villain really well was Megamind, because it like showed that Hal was not really a good person before he got his powers, and just getting his powers didn't make him into a good person. It just made him even worse. I think the boys on Amazon Prime Video, hashtag not sponsored, or you could also say the comic books, but I've not read the comic books. There's a hazelnut. Homelander is a really good like kind of like egotistical maniacal maniac version of Superman. Not really a version of Superman, but like parody of Superman. I really like the boys. Now, with Call Me Kevin, he can somehow make the most boring games entertaining by just doing everything more. Yeah, he is a good one, Kevin. Like, Call Me Kevin and the Spiffing Brit, those two lads, they are pretty good at like just breaking games and in the most like hilarious ways. But they just have like unique minds for just like breaking games. Ooh, I wish I had time to very well. I'll be able to craft them into tea saplings at least anyway. Yeah, like my favourite series of Call Me Kevin's is his Sims series, because I don't know how he gets so like some half the crazy videos that he does, because it's just like when I play The Sims, all they do is like eat, sleep, and work and all that, and it's like they don't do anything crazy. One time I did create a sim that sole purpose in life was to impregnate every woman he meets. I was pretty good at it. Even that didn't like do anything crazy really. It's like just had a very big family tree. Like when he tried to play Stardew but without farm and farm hater. Yeah. Oh, fucking RT games with Breaking Bad farm. Oh, that was hilarious. Yeah. Sammy! We're gonna cook Sammy! 99% purity, Sammy! I can't really do the Walter White voice. Sammy! Oh, when he got the Ace of C's, I finally was like, oh, 100% purity! Oh. And when he gets his Sims to just make potions, oh yeah. He made a meth lab. I have. So Kevin has a meth lab in Sims, and RT Games has a meth lab in Stardew Valley. Well, it's not really a meth lab in Stardew Valley, it's more like a meth farm. Oh, and when RT lagged out that Disney game just by planting a load of carrots so they're selling them to Goofy and they're buying even more. And they got his friendship up with Goofy by making him work the fields. Also, if I were to play Legends Arceus, like it's not completely out of the question because like Stardew also does have like periods of time where I'm not doing anything of like that interesting. Like right now, I'm just literally just like going up and down the elevator. I'd also like want to like have like some sort of challenge added to it, like maybe Nuzlocke, a Nuzlocke challenge, like and I instead like I think for like a Legends Arceus Nuzlocke, instead of each route you do like each area on the map, you do an encounter or something like that. Oh, excuse me. And maybe Legends Arceus Nuzlocke after I've done this. After I've done this, I've wanted to like do a another like solo challenge, Pokemon challenge in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. My next up is another legendary, so it's going to be Ho-Oh. The only people who can somehow turn a farming game into communism simulator. Yeah. Wait, why am I killing them? I don't need to be here anymore. I want to go. Now a quick drink because doing that rough voice hurts my throat. What else? Ooh, nice. Also, RT's luck with getting that prismatic shards was off the scales. Also, I might do another live stream on that Flag Wars game because I found an OP strat that might be worth showing off, but I've not done it because there's like a whole bunch of things got in the way because I discovered it. I think just before the Queen's passing, and then she passed, and it's like, oh, I'm taking a break for the 3 of these a morning, and I've just not going around to making a live stream on it. So I might do a live stream on that. Also, something I want to address is that I'm probably not going to be doing any more marketplace stuff, at least for a little while, because it recently leaked that Microsoft takes a 60% cut from the revenue from the marketplace, which is absurd. Just for a bit of context, when you sell a video game on Steam, the Xbox, eShop, the Nintendo eShop, and the PlayStation eShop, they only take a 30% cut, and some game developers are saying that is still way too much. Yet it's even worse for the marketplace. It's just like, and not only that, but it turns out that they like force the marketplace creators to like sign a contract to not disclose the percentage that they take, so they know that if people knew how much money Mojang and Microsoft took from the marketplace creators, that there'd be outcry. So they just, instead of just like not doing something they know is shitty, they do it anyway and just make people sign an NDA. That is just unbelievably scummy. So yeah, that's why I'm not going to be doing any more marketplace live streams. And of course that came out like a day or two after my marketplace live stream, and I was like, well, that was awful timing on my part. I decided to start this new series on something that I thought got a bit too much hate, but no, that had to come out, and it's like, well, that series is dead in the water for a little bit. Like, if Mojang and Microsoft, make a statement that an apology, and they're gonna say that they're gonna change it so that they only take 30% at least, like 30% maximum. Like less than 30% would be excellent, but I want them to like change it so that they only take 30% at least. Then I'll start making them again, but it's just like, yeah, and it's a bit difficult for me to say whether this is a Mojang fuck up or a Microsoft fuck up, because Microsoft, ever since they killed Rare, have been very hands off with the studios that they have acquired. I think they'll change that mindset for Blizzard and Activision with the whole like sexual harassment and stuff that's been going on there. But they learned when they, after killing Rare, they learned maybe we shouldn't interfere with the companies that we buy too much. So they just sort of left Mojang to themselves for the most part, and just like suggested things. And I don't know if they like, okay, this has to be we have to get to the 60%, and then we're going to split that between the two of us, or what's going on with that, or if it was like Mojang who decided that it would be a good idea to take the 60% cut, or 60% of the profit, or whoever, and it was like never like revealed who made that decision, whether it was Mojang or Microsoft. But either way, it's just bad, optics on both of them, because it's like it just looks bad. It just looks bad. It makes them look like money hungry fucking. It just makes them look bad. So I'll probably be doing like more Roblox live streams rather than more Minecraft live streams, at least for the time being, because Microsoft and Mojang need to really get the shit. Oh, and the mob votes, all the mobs have been revealed. Let's talk about the mobs. Shit that gives you a decorative plant. Shit that gives you stuff if you find it 3 times. And shit that looks nice. I know which shit I don't want in the game. The useless shit that does fucking nothing. Except to look nice, maybe. It's literally just a worse armor stand. Like, I honestly don't really care all that much which one does and doesn't get added. Because, like I said, they're all shit. The only one that might have any decent use is the Rascal. Because, you know, you find it 3 times, it'll give you an item. And people will probably find a way to cheese it to make Rascal item farms. But then I know that Mojang will be aware of that, so they're probably going to make it so that the Rascal doesn't give you very good shit in mid to late games. So then it's just, again, just going to be useless and not really worth doing anything with mid to late games. So it's just like, why should I give a shit about any of these? It was just like how the Sniffer's a dinosaur, and it's a tortoise. It's a fucking tortoise. And no, it's not a turtle, because tortoises and turtles are 2 separate things. They're 2 separate creatures, and it's just like, why? Why can't people, like... Tortoises have flat feet with claws. Turtles have flippers. Turtles cannot retract into their shells. Tortoises can. Tortoises live on land and cannot swim. Turtles live in the ocean and can swim. Right. Like, the only thing that's similar about them is that they have shells. It's like, oh, I'm gonna... But that's like saying, oh, a turtle, a tortoise, and a fucking snail are the exact same thing. No, they're all different creatures. And just because they all have shells doesn't mean they're the exact same fucking thing, you morons. Watering can. And axe. And the whole mystery gimmick thing was stupid from the start. Like, the things that you have coded are trying to get your attention. Like, why does that make any sense? It's like, did you just like code them and just like, okay, now we're just gonna abandon you in the middle of fucking nowhere and never pay you any fucking attention whatsoever ever again? I also question how, like, aesthetically pleasing the tough golem is going to be if it just when you get like in the perfect place where you want it to be, and then it just moves to a random spot and then it stays there and then ruins it all, and it's just like, why? Now with the copper golem, yeah, I could see you using that aesthetically, because it would like freeze and stay in place permanently. So it's just like, Why do they just like keep wanting to keep on trying to give us aesthetic golems? We don't want aesthetic golems that do nothing but look nice, I guess, or do something that we can, or that we already have stuff for. Just give us a golem that either defends us or does something unique that is actually useful that we can't already do in game. Like if the LA was a golem instead, that would have been great. Like a little golem buddy to follow us around that collected that picked stuff up for us instead of an LA. No. They just have to make the dumbest fucking golem. Why can't they just not get a golem right? Or maybe even a hostile golem. That'd be cool. A big tough golem that was hostile to you. And maybe, like, have it be a reference to the Weeping Angels. Have, like, a stone golem. That when you looked at it, or, like, when it's in, like, a brightly lit area, it turns to stone and you can't do any damage to it or anything. But if it's in a dark area, then it'll come to life and start attacking you. That would be an amazing reference to an amazing Doctor Who reference. And then when you killed it, you can give the player the achievements "Don't Blink" as to cement the reference to Doctor Who. Or if you want to be a bit more vague, have it be "Didn't Blink" or something like that. Or have it still be a reference to the episode that the Weeping Angels made a debut in, but don't have it be so, but it's not as obvious. Maybe even have the stone golem destroy torches if you're not looking at it. And crafting up all these tea saplings is really well, getting all the the fibre and everything is really annoying. I'm just gonna dump them in there. Could do some fibre farming a little bit. Oh wait. How much wood do I have actually? Yes. Oh, I got the hiccups. Yeah. And then you can have the stone golem spawn in caves. And then it would be a unique thing to the caves, and that's something that the caves severely lack. A mod that is unique to them And like you maybe even else like craft it with, you know, just like an iron golem but with stone instead, and then we can have them in our bases as decorative pieces. But and then you know, if there's like torches around them, and you have like, and then you can even have them like spawning in different poses, and like if they're like in like let's call it statue mode, you can like pose them like armor stands, and like that, and then like give them like hats and stuff and armor to wear, and like items to hold. Also maybe like have them be hostile to everything, like the river. Maybe even have like hostile mobs be afraid of the stone golems. A bit like how like cats are afraid, creepers are afraid of cats. Have like the hostile mobs be afraid of the stone golems because they know that they're hostile to everything, and then they have like a lot of health and a lot of can do a lot of damage, and maybe even like have it so that they heal when they're in stone mode or when they're not being looked at. Well, obviously they wouldn't be able to like be as strong as an iron golem. Like maybe as much health as a Enderman with just a little bit more damage. Just a bit more damage, maybe. I think an Enderman basically does the same amount of damage as an iron sword, so maybe have them do as much damage as a gold. I think a gold sword does more damage. I'd have to look into that. Oh wait, idea. Or maybe anyway, I'd have to look at like how much damage each of the mobs did and how much health they had, and like fine tune it to be not as powerful as an iron golem, but more powerful than most commonly spawning mobs. But maybe having a bit more difficult than just making a tea of stone and then putting a pumpkin on top. Like maybe we need something special. Like maybe they drop something special, like when you kill them, like I don't know. Ectoplasm. Ooh, could that make it so that like their souls who have possessed stone sculptures, maybe? Like when you kill them you get soul stone or living stone. Ooh, yes, you get like living stone or soul stone from them. Then you can use that to make a stone golem. I mean, we can craft soul stone and living stone using soul sand or soul soil with stone to make it. Or better yet, make it smooth stone. Make them look like smooth stone. Make them smooth stone, and basically make them smooth stone golems. Just to make it a little bit more difficult to summon them, maybe. It makes more sense for like statues to be made out of smooth stone. Oh, it has to get light in the game. We'll stop. Alright, sleep. Tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna save. Oh, I didn't save enough summer seeds. I think I'm gonna save about 100 seeds for each season. So I'm probably gonna want another chest for that. Now enough common mushrooms. So hold on. Alright, we get 50 wood. There we go, so that's going to be for the mixed seeds I use for replanting, so I'm going to take 100 of each. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and 100 of these. I think instead of buying crops, I'm gonna be making most of my money from them, turning them into the saplings. No, no grapes. Bunch of random stuff in here. Right, so I'm gonna go get more fibre because I've almost got all those seeds converted into saplings. Friday, so yeah, foraging day tomorrow. Oh, poop. No, I've not unlocked that yet. I forgot that. I was like, oh, did I unlock the greenhouse here? But no, not yet. I don't know if I'll be so my live streaming is not my live stream. My birthday's coming up on it's this upcoming Friday. So I don't know if I'll live stream on my birthday, but if I do, it'll probably just like be just like some random games. Maybe live stream some Legends Arceus if I feel like playing that game. Just I'll be live streaming. If I do live stream, I'll just be live streaming wherever I feel like live streaming at the time. Yes, maybe a bit of Roblox. Roblox is one of the... Then if anybody wants to suggest a game of Roblox, game on Roblox, ow. Stab. Maybe Smash. I've not played Smash Racing in such a long time, and I'm gonna be shit at it. People want to come on and kick my ass. I remember I wanted to like get really good at Smash Bros, but it's just like I'm just not good at it. It's really hard to Okay, good idea, because everybody else is so much better than me and I get my ass kicked. Alright, I think I'm gonna take a quick break at nip to the loo, and then I'll be back in a minute. Be right back. Alright then, let's get back to the live stream. Click live. There we go. So it's almost 10, which means I've been streaming for about a couple hours. So I think this is going to be my last day of the stream. And then I'm going to end it. Oh, piss off. Run away. Stop. Right. There we go. I'll probably have to buy more regular seeds because I want to get my farming level up. So I want my goals for this is basically get a good setup going to make a lot of money, and to get my skills maxed out and to complete the community center. I think that's going to be all my goals. And let's have a look at the skills. And probably get to the bottom of mine at least. I don't know if I'm going to bother like getting all my stuff upgraded to Iridium. Yeah, farming's going to be the most difficult, but not super difficult. Mining's going to be easy, really. Foraging's going to be easy. Fishing's going to be... I think I'm going to skip out and get fishing to level 10 because fishing's boring. And combat's easy. Also, I'm probably going to get a lot of combat because I'm going this winter because I'm going to be working on getting the bee houses crafted during the winter if I can get all of the tea saplings crafted. I want to get a bunch of I want to get some more bee houses crafted up. Actually, that reminds me, I should buy a bunch of coal. So I can... Hold on. I think it's going to be closed. Yep. Shop. Coal. 150 each. Buy 10 coal. That'll get me like 1 bee house, I think. Yep. Coal is so expensive in this game. I don't want these two. I want the Hermit's guy. What's his name? Linus. I want Linus's quest so I can get the fiber seeds. So I can grow some fiber during winter. What? It was a rock. Couldn't tell where it was. Maybe I'm just blind. I am wearing my glasses, so I shouldn't be blind. I can see fine without my glasses. They're mostly just like to help them focus and to filter out blue light while I'm on my devices. It also, and to filter out blue light, it also helps my sleep a bit. $1.99. Yeah, almost done. Right, 218, so that should be more than enough wood. Yeah, and I need 5 white 5. Okay, and that's not going to be enough wood. So 14. So bear in mind, these are 500 gold each. So 500 times by 272. Let me just work that out on my calculator. 272. So that's 136,000 gold right there. Where did the hazelnut come from? Alright then, the stream's gone on a bit, so I'm going to leave the stream here. I hope you guys all did enjoy this live stream. I hope to see you guys in the next live stream. join the Discord. First link in the description below. Well, only link in the description below. And yeah, and if you want to know more about the Discord, there's a Discord member exclusive link in the hashtag rules that will explain it. And yeah, I hope you guys all did enjoy. And bye bye.